Hi everyone. Today's video, I'm hoping we can all learn a little from my failures. I've grown potatoes in my media beds in the past, but wanted to keep them better contained in what is essentially a Dutch bucket container. I started off with a scrap 5-gallon bucket and drilled a drain hole near the bottom. Instead of using a bulkhead or uniseal, I used my trusty tap and threaded the hole for a simple fitting, which drains into one of the return lines under the floor. Inside the bucket, I put a piece of filter material to keep the media out of the drain, and on the outside a small piece of flex tubing. For the water supply, I tapped the hole into one of the supply lines and added a small ball valve. I filled the bottom of the bucket with around 6 to 8 inches of expanded shale, cut up a single potato that had some shoots coming out of it, and buried the potato pieces in the shale. After a month, there was some great growth, so as the stems grew, I would bury them under more shale. Once the bucket was full of media, I wanted to continue with the tower, so I cut the base out of another bucket and slipped it over the plant, leaving some of them growing out between the buckets and the remainder over the top. During the rest of the summer, the plant grew well, and, of course, I forgot to film how great it looked. Once it died back, it was time to collect my bounty. One problem was trying to figure out a way to remove the expanded shale without making a mess, so I chose to dig most of it out by hand. There are plenty of red wigglers in there doing their job, but no potatoes in the second level. Moving into the first bucket, I can finally pick up the entire thing and start to dump out the contents. I finally come across a few potatoes, which are all pitted from the shale stone denting them in, probably because of the excess weight from the second bucket. I dumped out the rest of the bucket and nothing. I'm left with 7 tiny ugly potatoes totaling 207 grams, which is probably less weight than the original seed potato. I may try it one more time next season.